Shemai GTA chums, we have a brand new car in GTA which is behind me. It's the Ghostbusters car and I'll show you where to find it. Just go down to Southern San Andreas. There's a mighty price of 1.5 million for the Albany Brigham, but if you go to two-door and scroll down for a fair bit, you'll see the sister car, which is the Albany Lurcher for 650 grand, which is the Halloween special. It'll be out just for a while for Halloween and then it'll go away when again. And that's the Lurcher beside. So let's look at the Brigham because this is a new car. I'm going to customize it first and then we're going to talk a little bit about performance. It's a Ghostbusters car. From the looks of it, it looks a little bit like a mix between the Eudora and the Lurcher there. So, I mean, overall it's a nice looking car, but let's see what kind of customization we've got. So liveries, I've painted it grey just so we can see all the liveries because there are some white ones. And basic pinstripe. This is the Ghostbusters car. We need like a red bit down there to get the Ghostbusters look, but we'll see if we can do something like that. Let me see. So we've got a pinstripe. I like that. That looks good, but let's just go without livery to start off with and see what kind of customizations we can do to try and make it into a Ghostbusters car. Stock trim. Alright, Ghostbusters car didn't have that, I don't think. The chrome trim or the chrome over the wheel arch. I think it was just stock, so we're going to go stock. Brakes and oh yeah, everything's upgraded to the max, of course. This is the fastest it will ever be. What if I just put that on for? I think the stock is exactly the one you want to go for. Let's go back to that before we mess around with all this. So very nice. Let's see. It's like a double. There's two lights there in the original, but you know we can get rid of the plate, but the plate was on the original, so we're going to keep that. Rear bumpers. Gonna work off memory because I've got a few images, but I don't even remember. I have not seen Ghostbusters in years. I'm assuming stock is the best, but let's just see what else there is in here. Just sucking on a sweet. It's that wheel thing that wasn't in the original, so we're going to stick with stock. Exhausts. So this is a tricky bit. I don't remember where the exhausts came. I imagine I'll have some side exhaust, but I think the stock exhaust. Maybe we could go chrome. Oh, they got some quads. I like the quads. Let's just go for the quads chrome and see what is out the side you see, and then so it is a muscle car, so it does pull wheelies, so you might want to do that for a muscle build, but we're going to go with a Ghostbusters kind of look, I think, unless it completely fail. Stock grille. Okay, we've got a few grills, but I think the stock is with the chrome is the way to go. I think there were some extra lights. No, I don't think so. That'll do. Bonnet. Oh, accessories. Now we have got some horns. I don't remember them being on it, but there were some lights. I think there was a floodlight or something on here. But oh, there we go. There's the lights. Okay, so we need those stupid-looking horns to get the lights on. So for that reason, we'll put the trumpet and lights. HUD or bonnet, as they were called. This is based on a 1959 Cadillac, the original Ghostbusters car, which was modified by the Meteor company, which were a coachwork company that modified them to make their ambulances back in the late 50s, early 60s, I suppose. Don't know if they're still in operation. Give me a comment down there if you know about that. Yeah, all the typical kind of muscle stuff here. Oh, that is very nice for a muscle build. The skull air blower, I think that's new. That is decent. It's a shame that it doesn't have the pace to go along with it. So stock hood is probably the way to go, I think, because it didn't have anything freaky in it, the original. So we're going to stick with that. Not just doing that to save money either. Interior. Oh, there it is. I was going to say the interior doesn't. This back end needs covering up, but you can put an hospital bed in, or you can put a funeral cask, and it's got the funeral curtains there. Now, did it have some curtains in it? I don't think so. So we are going to go, I think, hospital bed, because I think it needs something. That isn't really Ghostbusters, but, I mean, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Lights, you got to keep them all, the headlights original, because it's a original 50s car. Liveries, so we're thinking about them. We're still thinking about liveries, but let's just have a look at the mirrors. I think the original is what we had. Let's just wang it back. Yeah, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Plate. Now this is the interesting bit. We'll go yellow on black. Really need a yellow plate, but we don't have one. And it's a muscle car, so maybe it's a classic. I don't know. What do you want to call it? It's a classic, I suppose, because it's from Ghostbusters. Let's look at the roof. So hopefully we have some lights. There we go. So the original, it had like a police bar light along here, but is this the nearest we're going to get the maximum lights? maybe that's the way to do it. Max lights, I think. It's not true to the original, but I imagine there's copyright stuff that Rockstar ain't willing to deal with. Similarly, you can't put the proper ghost busting equipment on top. You can put some random luggage though. Not sure about that. Which one looks Ghostbusterish to you? That yellow case looks a bit like it could have something. Oh, there's a yellow case with loads of other cases. So let's put those on. Yeah, it's not brilliant, but we're going to do the best we can. We've got competition suspension for performance. If you don't want to do that, you can go a more classic build. But it's all for performance. Windows. We didn't have limo windows. That is it. That is it, everybody. So we need to paint it white ultimately. And I don't know. I really don't know. So respray, I'm not sure what I'm going to go for because the original was white. So maybe we should go white. But I'm going to go a bit off-piste and go for a matte colour instead. Damn it, was it? There it is. The ice white is the way to go. Bit different. I mean, I don't think it was matte, was it? Secondary colour. Oh, what's this got all about it? Let's have a look at the secondary. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Damn it, I knew it was there somewhere. So you paint it red. Which red is it? Torino. That's the ticket. Brilliant. Yes. Crew colour, no, we're not doing that. We want to look at the trim colour. I think it's going to be black, probably. The trim looks like, oh no, it's not. It is black, yeah. Graphite will do. But you can see what that colours up the entire back end. So black is the way. This is the way. What is that? Respray. Done. We're done. Complete. And oh, actually, what was that? Interior type. Have I done this? Oh yeah, sorry, I've already done that. Let's get out of here. Oh, the rims. I didn't do the rims, but we don't need to because I wasn't going to change them anyway. The one thing I wanted to change was to get rid of the white walls, but I figure it suits it anyway. I'm going to go a bit special on this one. So let's check the lights out first off and put the beams on. Let's see which lights don't work. There we go. Those little lights on the bonnet there just don't work. What about? I mean, what about the? Can we put like? Oh, there we go. The horn is the original. It's a shame the police lights won't go on top. Oh mate, get out of my way. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, this car is all about Ghostbusters. It's nothing to do with performance, but I don't know. It's a difficult one to choose. I think the only people it's going to be worth it for, as Jackknife Finnegan did say in his video, his live stream, was that it is really for people, connoisseurs of the Ghostbusters, because performance, I kind of disagree with him about the performance though. I think it is right for the car that it is. It's not a fast car, but it is a muscle car, oddly enough. So let's just do some muscle car wheelies. I think it does okay wheelies. Let's have a look. There we go. I mean, it's very much like the Eudora, but in maybe a bit more a heavier version of the Eudora. That's what it feels like. So that's kind of what it is. I don't think it's as good as the Lurcher. I think the Lurcher is still a better muscle car. So if you purely want a Halloween car, I'd go for the Lurcher for 670 grand every time. Also, that corpse in the back, which I didn't show you on the Lurcher, did I? Is the way. And maybe I should just go back to Lurcherland and talk about that. But I had them side by side to compare, and I completely forgot to do it. Let's look at the internals though. The internals are all entirely stolen from the Peyote, so you know they're older, but they're nice. It's just a shame, but they're just kind of doing the usual Rockstar stuff of saving money, saving time. Time is money by having what is actually a nice looking interior, but they could have done something new there, and it's a bit of a shame. And especially as this is the last drip feed car in this this DLC. You remember the DLC that dropped a million years ago? Well, this is the final car, and I'll line them all up. We can have a quick overview on what we think, or what I think of the cars. You can add your comments on what you think of them. This isn't HSW, by the way, either. I've probably got a bit of a. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look inside. So it overall has floppy suspension, drives like a classic car. Worth it for Ghostbusters fans, but not for anybody else unless you have a lot of money, cash to burn, and you just want to build your collection. This is going to go in the film garage, the movie garage. I'm not sure I'll ever re-upgrade it, but maybe I will if it comes on discount. But I can't say I'm enamored with it, and I like the look of it. It's a good looking car. I think looks wise, it does look better than the Lurcher, which is, you know, 670 grand, but it should look better at nearly three times the cost, 115. And you can see the Lurcher has that coffin maniac in the back. His eyes glow as well in the dark. Much better for Halloween though overall. But I think there's slightly more customization with the Ghostbusters car, and it probably is the better car overall because the reason why I don't own any of these cars is for collection purposes, not for driving. I only really drive them at Halloween, and that's it. If I'm feeling a bit spooky, but otherwise I wouldn't bother. Just they sit in the shed for most of the year, so that should answer your question whether it's worth it or not. Give me your questions down below. Drop your likes and subscribes if you found this video useful, which I hope you did. But I hope you have a most excellent day, an excellent Halloween. Stay safe, especially if you're launching any fireworks. Use health and safety. Get an adult to do it if you are a child, but you shouldn't be a child because it's GTA the wrong way. GTA is not a child game. Anyway, have a great Halloween period, and thank you very much for watching. Let's go.